Hi Pisces, how are you? This is your April 2020 romance general card reading. Sorry I'm late. I know I uploaded most of them early in the month, but of course some things don't go as planned, so um, things kept coming up. So I was late with my own reading too, so don't feel bad. Like I'm Capricorn, and so Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. I'm just uploading now. So as usual, this is a general reading. May or may not resonate with everyone. If it does, great. If not, you could always reach out to me. My email is lucy'starot@gmail.com. So now these cards are picked from the Romance Angels Oracle Cards deck by Doreen Virtue. So what came up here? Well, definitely the one that stands out to me is releasing your ex, Pisces. Is there anybody lingering around you from your past, or somebody that you, like, shouldn't be in the picture right now? So anyway, yeah, the cards that came up are give your relationship a chance, calling in your soulmate, and release your ex. So now here's the thing. This can go like this can apply to either whether you're single or talking to somebody, or if you're in a relationship. um to me, what I get is like, if you're single, like it says give your relationship a chance. Maybe you met somebody new recently, maybe like give them a chance. But definitely the way to call in your soulmate is to release your ex, you know what I mean? Or if you're in a relationship, to get closer to somebody, do your prayers, affirmations, stuff like that, visualizations to get closer, and definitely release your ex. You know what I mean? So even, I mean, not all exes are bad, but there must be somebody that's lingering around that shouldn't be around. Okay, I don't know, Pisces. That's the one. That's the thing that I'm thinking. Because when that card comes up, that means you gotta let go of the past. Whether it's, even if they're not around, if they, like, some of them might be actually still coming around trying to be with you or bug you or something like that. That's one. That's one part. Or like if you're still like thinking of what happened in the past, whether you were hurt, um or maybe like, oh, still thinking about them even if they left you. I don't know, like, what I mean, either way. And Pisces can be emotional and sensitive, so you gotta let that go, whether it's in your head that you're thinking about, or if they keep lingering around. Now here's the thing. There are sometimes like exes that, okay, it wasn't, you guys were together, but it wasn't the right time, like you guys were at different points in your lives, or you live far apart, or you know what I mean, things like that. But and though sometimes there's an exception to every rule. So if like an ex comes back around and it's like, okay, yeah, you both are, you know what I mean, like have a great connection, you guys help each other flourish, or like, add to each other's lives, that's a different story. But most of the time, if it's saying release your ex, it means it's the ones that are not that great. Okay, so let's start with the first card. Give your relationship a chance. Oh yeah, these cards should have been the other way around. Release your ex, calling in your soulmate, and then give your relationship a chance. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's just yeah. So give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership, or if you're single, work on yourself. Because then that will attract the soulmate, and you can move on from your ex. Okay. The romance angels see that your relationship is worth devoting effort to. Although there may be issues, these can be worked through and healed. You'll need to commit to the relationship to ensure the best chance of success. At the very least, if you do end it, you'll know that you gave it your all. Oh, maybe unless you give it a chance, it doesn't work out, and then you call in, you're trying to call in a new soulmate, and the ex still comes around. Okay. That's another scenario. At the very, let me see, you'll know that you gave it your all. You'll also understand the role that you played in its dynamics. In this way, you'll avoid attracting similarly painful situations in the future. You receive this card because there's hope for your partnership. The love is still there. Working with a counselor may be your best option at this point. This professional can identify areas of dysfunction and guide you both in healthier directions. Obviously, if it's like, don't try and be, if you're in a relationship like that is not for you, like, don't try and beat a dead horse either. You know what I mean? But I mean, you'll know if you listen to your intuition. Sometimes you can tell. You'll know. And just don't make any rash decision. If if your gut tells you you should not be with that person, most of the time it's right. If it tells you they should stay and give it a chance, it might be right. But here's the thing. But sometimes we do stuff that we especially with Pisces, you guys are very intuitive, and some of you guys are empathic. But then you block like your intuition. Like you don't take your own advice. You know, like you could pick up on something, but then sometimes you don't listen to it, and that's when you get screwed, and you get a kick in the butt. So if you guys get more like if you meditate, you center yourself, ground yourself, you can most likely go by your intuition to know whether or not somebody's for you or not. Okay, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, so in the book it says, you, like everyone, have soulmates. These are people with whom you share time in heaven and other lives. You made a soul agreement to meet in this lifetime for the purpose of mutual spiritual growth. You have many such agreements with various people who are all your soulmates. They include friends, family members, coworkers, and romantic partners. This card guides you to actively call your romantic soulmate into your life. You can do so through prayer, affirmations, and visualizations. It also means working on yourself so that you epitomize the qualities you're seeking in a partner. What did I say? I actually said that with the first card. If you're single, work on yourself. For instance, aren't I so... I'm always like... saying things before that I even read them in the book. For instance, if you desire a significant other who's got a great sense of humor, develop this within yourself. Like attracts like, which is part of calling in your soulmate. Okay, it's two things. It said like attracts like. That's true. They do say like opposites attract. Yes, that's true too. But sometimes opposites attract, but opposites don't always last. Is my saying. You know what I mean? So. I mean, you can be from different backgrounds, different, religions, different ages, but like, do you guys connect? You gotta have to connect though, you know what I mean? Have chemistry, things like that. Sometimes you'll have chemistry with people that you wouldn't even think that you would. So let me see. Calling in your soul. Oh, and then the other thing that I want to mention is that everybody has a lot of soulmates, so they come into your life for a reason, but not all of them are meant to stay around forever, Like, sometimes they come in, whether it's somebody that you dated in the past, which I think maybe that's why, like, the release your ex card is coming up. If you dated somebody in the past, like, it was for certain lessons, and, you know what I mean? Like, don't, like, keep, like, with some people, like, sometimes they just still keep dealing with the same person, even though it's time to move on. So I'm wondering if that's why the release your ex came up, too. So... okay, this release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. You drew this card because your love life will improve once you emotionally and energetically release your ex-lover. The benefits of doing so include increased happiness, feelings of freedom, and the ability to attract a new lover who would otherwise sense the presence of your ex in your aura. The moment you make this decision to let go of the past, it is done. Sometimes this is akin to peeling layers from the onion. So continue releasing your ex whenever old... familiar feelings arise, or you find yourself attracting people reminiscent of him or her. As the painting on this card depicts, you may want to ceremonially burn a letter. Well, I don't recommend burning a letter because I don't want anybody accidentally lighting anything on, like, causing a fire. It says to release the old relationship energy and symbolically let go of old feelings, or you can call upon the romance angels to clear lingering attachments to your ex. Okay, I would recommend number 2, because I don't want anyone taking advice on, like, I mean, people do it all the time, but I just don't want to give that advice, and then you guys do it, and something goes wrong, and then I'll feel bad. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, even with, like, there's other ways to do it too. Like, write it down, and instead of burning it, you could always, like, just rip it up and just throw it out in the garbage, and that's it. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, there's different ways to do it. You don't necessarily have to light it on fire. I mean, yeah, that's the more, like, symbolic way, like, like, to, like, to get rid of the old energy. But for safety reasons, and especially since we got, we have to stay at home, like, I don't want anybody, catching their house on fire. So, okay. So anyway, yeah, there's different ways to release your ex. Like, just emotionally, mentally, call upon your angels to help you with that, or whoever you, like, or if you pray, God, if you pray to God, or some people like to pray to saints, or or just some people just have different ways. Even if you don't believe in God or pray to a God, then like there's other ways to release old emotional stuff, meditation, things like that too. So hopefully that resonated with you. Part of it may have, none of it, all of it. So it is a general reading. If you need a personal reading, you can always reach out to me via my email, okay? lucystarot@gmail.com. Talk to you later. Bye.